get confirmation from the control tower that it is now safe to begin the takeoff procedure. Then, you pull back on the yoke after flipping a few switches and begin with the descent down the runway. As you throw yourself into the air, the plane continues to ascend, becoming higher with each passing second. Once you've reached the ideal height, you'll be able to cruise seamlessly. Now that you're enjoying one of the best flight simulator games, it's time to get to work. Let us take a look at some of the best flight simulators for your home. Fly in the sky, but also not really. Those interested in aviation will find that the most excellent flight simulators make the ideal video games. Choose your preferred simulation, pilot a jet or helicopter, and then blast off into the sky for thrilling stunts and actions. There are many flight simulator setups available today, including some variants that provide realistic training and even wargame style conflict. Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're on the market for new flight simulators, don't worry, we're here to guide you through the maze of flight simulators. The items on our rundown of the top 5 flight simulators will provide you with all you need to launch from the comfort of your cockpit without having to leave the house. But before we dive into the list, we will first tell you what you need to keep in mind before making a purchase. Things to consider while buying a flight simulator for your home. As with most flight simulators, costs might quickly escalate if you do not maintain a pragmatic and strategic perspective on your objectives and the resources you will need to accomplish them. The following is a list of things you need to consider before buying a flight simulator for your home. 1. A powerful PC. High-end games, like simulations, may put a lot of strain on a computer. For example, add-ons like airport sceneries, weather generators, and aircraft add-ons might degrade performance if the specs aren't sufficient for their intended use. Therefore, investing in a high-end system is the best way to ensure that your experience is accurate. Remember that simulators are far more CPU and GPU insensitive. Hence, buy the best and do not compromise in these areas. So, we suggest running a simulator on your present system for a short period to gauge how well it works. Then and only then should you consider upgrading your system. 2. Software. If you're starting from scratch with your flight simulator, the simulation engine is where you should get your feet wet first. The software is the engine of your flight simulator. One example of this is gaming software designed to fill a particular need in the market. For instance, Digital Combat Simulator World is a well-liked piece of software among fans of military-themed video games. Pilots and aviation enthusiasts expect flexible and realistic simulators of general and commercial aviation, X-Plane, and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. 3. Hardware. You should buy gear that correctly simulates the feel of flying an airplane once you've selected your simulation engine. You may maneuver and get more familiar with the cockpit of an aircraft by using a mouse that is typical of a computer. Having a pleasant yoke, throttle, and rudder pedal combination, on the other hand, will be of tremendous assistance once you begin doing maneuvers. It is safe to assume that the flying controls will take up the majority of your budget for your flight simulator. Therefore, it's essential to ensure that you have spent your money well. The following is a list of choices that will need to be made. Do you want metal or plastic controls? Plastic controls are often more affordable but of lower quality than their metal counterparts. Metal flight controls provide a more realistic and long-lasting simulation experience, making them the best choice for pilot training. Do you want a yoke or a joystick controller? Many people who utilize home simulators choose to play using joysticks as their controller of choice. Joysticks are an appealing choice for various uses, but they are trendy among fans of combat simulators and pilots of aircrafts that use side sticks. On the other hand, a high-quality yoke is a component that will provide the most level of realism to a home flight simulator for the typical pilot or aviation enthusiast. Let's get into the list of the 5 best flight simulators for your home in 2022. Our review will help you decide which one is best for your needs. 1. The most realistic flight simulator for your home. The Real Flight 9.5 RF 9.5 radio control RC flight simulator software with Spectrum Interlink DX controller. If you want to learn to fly RC planes or practice before attempting that extraordinary new feat with the actual ones, the RF 9.5 flight simulator is as close as you can get to the real life experience. So, it is our choice for the most realistic flight simulator. This simulator helps you learn to fly a new aircraft, and thus it's ideal for both exercises and learning new skills like flying. Over 170 unique aircrafts, such as planes, drones, and helicopters, are available for you to fly at approximately 40 distinct flying sites. You can switch both the plane you're flying in and the location of your flight at any time. In our testing, we found the overall experience to be fun and interactive, and we were also able to compete with other pilots online. With our 300 hours of testing, we were able to test it out thoroughly and found it super easy to download, and we can say performed seamlessly. In conclusion, if you've always wanted to learn how to fly a radio-controlled model aircraft, helicopters, or quadcopter, but have been hesitant to try it, this product is the most effective method. It's the most realistic RC flying simulator we've ever played with. 2. The most durable flight simulator for your home. The Honeycomb Aeronautical Alpha Flight Controls Yoke and Switch Panel. The Honeycomb Aeronautical Alpha Flight Controls Yoke and Switch Panel has a premium feel and additional functionality like light switches and a start switch. With this yoke, you get a lot more bang for your buck, and owing to its solid build quality, you can use it for years to come, making it the most durable flight simulator on our list. As far as the build quality goes, the construction quality is excellent with a solid metal rod. The rubber-sized grip feels firm, and the plastic used in the yoke does not feel or slide as it should. Even without the clamps, you can secure it on your desk, and the sticky pad holds everything in place. During testing, it provided decent resistance and consistent sensitivity throughout all ranges of motion and felt comfortable in our hand. You feel like you're flying an airplane with the ability to make modest, progressive changes and complex mechanical inputs to steer the flight controls. To sum it up, if you're looking for high-quality pilot training equipment at a reasonable price and which can last for years, the Honeycomb Fly and Yoke Switch Panel will have you covered. 3. The best compact flight simulator for your home. The Next Level Racing Foldable Flight Simulator Cockpit. It is your most outstanding choice if you have ever wanted to quickly switch between GT and F1 racing positions. One of the most significant drawbacks of using a cockpit simulator is that it takes up a lot of room and makes you angry. Fortunately, the creators of FGT Lite were aware of this and created a space-saving simulator. So, you can fold it up and store it beneath your bed when visitors come. It works with all accessories and consoles, allowing you to concentrate only on your game. It's inconvenient to get up to drink water, eat snacks, or play games, since exiting the simulator is a monumental feat. The F Remarkable GT's design allows you to get in and out whenever you want easily. However, there is one little flaw in it. Tall people will find it difficult to alter the horizontal angle of the steering wheel, since you can only adjust it vertically. The seat is ergonomically engineered to handle long gaming periods and features a comfortable reclining angle. In conclusion, if you're a fan of both commercial and combat flight, this is the best flight simulator setup you can own. It folds up easily for storage. Moreover, the Next Level Racing Foldable Flight Simulator Cockpit is ideal for those with limited space but still desire a challenging and intense flight experience, making it the best compact flight simulator for your home. Number 4. The best flight simulators for VR. The Logitech G X56 HOTAS throttle and joystick flight simulator game controller. You'll need a good flight stick whether you want to put your flying talents to the test as a fighter jet pilot in the sky or as a space commander. You'll never get the most out of your flying gaming experience unless you have a superb HOTAS or HOTAS, which stands for hands-on throttle and stick for the uninformed. And it is our choice of the best flight simulator for virtual cockpit experience. The Logitech G X56 seemed and felt robust right out of the package, and it stayed utterly functioning with no build quality issues throughout our 400 plus hours of testing. The G X56 includes holes in its bases that you can attach to practically any surface if you want it to be a more permanent setup component. The Logitech X56 RGB illumination is its most attractive feature. You can configure it to match, complement, or contrast the color of your gaming keyboard and get a stunning display. The throttle, thumb slider, dials, and switches functioned as expected throughout our evaluations and testing. You may configure 189 controls using the supplied HOTAS setup software. In addition to the 5 hats, 13 axes, and 31 programmable buttons, you can also fine-tune the deadbands and response curves using the 3 different configurable options available. With all these characteristics, the Logitech X56 is a high-quality throttle and joystick configuration that delivers an even better experience for all aviation and space lovers, ranging from simple, plug-and-play gaming to professional fine-tune simulation. We highly recommend this product as the best for VR. 5. The best budget flight simulator for your home. The PXN F16 Flight Simulator Stick. The PXN F16 is a good value for the money. It is an excellent flight simulator, much more solid, and so you may use it entirely without the fear of it toppling over. It's even better since it comes with configurable buttons. There is a throttle control in the rear of the vehicle. All the controls, including the joystick and throttle, are very responsive and easy to use. We played games with more straightforward flying mechanics in our testing and didn't find it to be lacking anywhere. In addition, when it comes to playing War Thunder, this configuration offered everything we needed to get the most out of the game. With the quick-fire trigger, 4-axis controls, 8-way hat switch, and 12 customizable buttons, you can make the proper motion. You can do a lot of custom settings and keyboard mapping owing to the sophisticated software which comes with it. With the PXN F16, the design is intuitive and the flying controls have a strong and smooth feel. Additionally, you have complete control over the throttle at your fingertips. It's sturdy and has a solid base and has outstanding overall performance when used for flying. If you're a beginner and want to save on some money, the PXN F16 stick is one of the best home flight simulators. And that's a wrap on our list of the top 5 flight simulators for your home in 2022. We're confident you found what you're looking for by now. As you can see, there is a flight simulator available that is perfect for you regardless of the amount of money you have available to spend or the sort of experience you want to have. In addition, there is a flight simulator that caters to your specific interests, whether they be military combat, aerial stunts, or just having fun flying. You can also combine some flight simulators with the best VR headsets on the market for an even more immersive experience. The Next Level Racing Foldable Simulator Cockpit is a product that we suggest to our customers since it has been developed to replicate the real-life excitement and pleasures of piloting an aircraft. It's never too late to be a better pilot. Even though some of us may not be able to get on an airplane, those who have access to a computer or a gaming console can still embark on fascinating journeys in remote locations worldwide by using one of the numerous flight simulators mentioned. Like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for all the latest updates and news about earbuds, headphones, and other audio devices.